Hey everyone, it's Sabrina. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about what happens if you get accepted, rejected, or waitlisted for medical school. But I think this works for a lot of different graduate schools and stuff. I don't know if it does or doesn't, but I just wanted to talk about it because there's like 3 different options when it comes to med school. You can be accepted, which is the best feeling in the world. You can be waitlisted where you don't even know how to feel. You're like, oh, I guess I wasn't good enough, but am I good enough? Why am I waitlisted? And stuff like that. Or rejected, and that's when you're pretty depressed. So a lot of my friends have been waitlisted, rejected, or accepted that I've known this past year into med school. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I was recently accepted to one of my favorite med schools with a full ride scholarship. I found out on Monday and I'm so excited. Yeah, I was pretty stoked. I actually had been waitlisted to that school at first, so I was really sad. I know that a lot of people get waitlisted actually don't end up making it into the class, so I already decided that, oh no, that's it for me. I'm not going to make it into this med school. Oh well, at least I still get to go to med school. So I found out that I was actually waitlisted, and then like 2 weeks later they told me that I had been accepted and I had been given a full ride scholarship. So I was in shock because I didn't expect either of those 2 things, and I'm really excited. But now I have to pick between 2 really good med schools, and I'm having a really hard time picking. I just want to make sure I make the right decision. I'm scared that I'm going to make the wrong decision and I'll regret it. So I have till April 30th to figure out my life. And I'm just trying to decide which med school fits better with me. I don't know what to do right now. I'm pretty nervous that I'm going to just end up picking the wrong one. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, so what happens if you get accepted? And what happens if you get accepted to multiple med schools? So when you get accepted, it's just exciting that you got accepted somewhere. When you get accepted to multiple med schools, that makes it a little bit harder because then you have to decide what place is better for you. And that depends on the curriculum, that depends on the environment, that depends on the people, the staff, the med school as a whole, or the graduate school as a whole. Like, did you fit in? Where did you fit in best? Where do you think you're going to make the most impact? And stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm weighing out right now. You also have to think about financial issues. Where is it cheaper for you to live? Where is it more expensive? Where will you be saving money? And there's just so many things. Also significant others, like what happens if I leave them? How am I going to do long distance? What about my family? What about my friends? And there's just so much to weigh out when you make a decision like this. So I don't know, it's been really hard for me. I would have rather just had one and been like, yep, that's it, that's my only option. Now that I have 2, it's really hard for me to decide. That's what you have to think about when you're accepted. You also have to think about, am I ready for this? Like, do I really want to go to like med school or graduate school, or do I want to take a year off? And a lot of people decide that they want to take a year off. I've always said that I really want to just go straight to school. If I get accepted, if I didn't, that would have been a sign I wasn't ready. But I've always felt like I'm ready, and now that I've gotten accepted, I know for sure that I'm ready. So that's just like my path. I just want to get it all done at once. I don't really want to take any time off. I'll have time for that later. That's kind of my mindset. If you get waitlisted, all you can do is honestly wait and just keep doing what you're doing. So keep volunteering, keep shadowing, keep like working and stuff, and just keep it up. You don't know if you're gonna get a spot or not, so I'm trying not to think about it all the time. I know it's hard. A lot of my friends are waitlisted, and they just like, that's all they can think about. They're so nervous, they don't know if they're gonna get in or not, and that's how I was feeling too, so I get it. And then if you're rejected, a lot of med schools actually tell you why they rejected you, so they'll tell you what was wrong with your application, how you can further improve if you call them. So a lot of my friends are doing that to figure out how they can become a better and more competitive applicant for next cycle. But if you get rejected, it's not the end of the world. It's really sad. So it does bring you down a lot when you're rejected from something. So obviously you've been working your whole life for it, and when you get a no, you're like, oh no, like what now? I recommend you don't give up. I know it's going to hurt a lot, and it can really hurt your self-esteem, and you can really feel down on yourself where you get to the point where you don't want to do anything. Whenever I get a no, like when I got a no from my first MCAT, it was a solid no, I knew that I had to retake it, and I knew that I had to put way more effort in to get the score that I wanted. And to me, it just motivated me to work even harder. I don't know how it works for you when you get rejected or when you fail in something, but whenever I do, I just get more motivated to work harder. So I didn't give up, and I just recommend you don't give up. This is your dream, and this is what you've been working for your whole life. And even though there's like a bump in the road right now, you just have to climb over it. and just keep on going. Figure out what you need to work on better. Maybe it was your interview skills, maybe you didn't have enough shadowing or volunteering, or maybe it was your MCAT, your like score. So once you figure out what you need to work on, just work on that, and for sure if you just apply again, go through it all again, I'm sure you'll get accepted at least the second time. That's how it works in our area. If you don't do well the first time and you don't get accepted, you have like a 90% chance of being accepted the second time if you just change whatever the med school wants you to. So a lot of my friends are just going to do that and enjoy a year off. Enjoy a year off, like, no, yeah, you're just going to work hard towards becoming a better applicant during your year off. But so those are the three options that most schools have and most schools give you. And once again, feels pretty great when you are accepted and you have nothing to worry about. But if you do get rejected, that doesn't mean that your life is over. It just means that once again there's a bump in the road you have to get over, and it'll just make you a better applicant because you're going to work so much harder, you're going to be so much more excited and more dedicated for the future and for med school and stuff. So yeah, that's what I've been like thinking about lately. I've been thinking about just how many options there are for us when we get accepted, rejected, or waitlisted. So I'm just going to continue to figure out my life, I guess, and decide what's best for me in this med school route. Again, I'm having a pretty hard time deciding. I keep going back and forth. Like, I'll be really solid on one decision. I'll be like, yeah, this is it for me. And then I'll be like, wait, what about this and this? And that was just a quick video for you guys, letting you know more about what's going on in my life and I guess what you guys have to expect when you apply to med school. If you guys have any more requests, please let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys in my upcoming videos. Bye, guys.